Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Grime 2. It has been about a day since I recorded this, but I believe we just need to go to the right here. We had a longer session last time that I ended up breaking up into like 2 episodes, I believe. We're still using this big dumb stake that I have, which is funny to me. I find it quite hilarious. But, it's a good weapon, can heal you and stuff. I believe we also got a mold that could heal us last time, too. Which was, interesting. There's the thing I need. Whoop. Whoop. That was something I could do. Okay. Well... Almost. Give me this, and give me this. Get it? Good. Oh my god, the platform lowered. God, you gotta be really quick there, actually. Okay. Lightning fast. Whoop. There we go. Woof. Just had to be faster. Ooh, total force increase. Just for that? Oh, that's crazy. I didn't expect such an important upgrade from just a cheeky little platforming challenge that was hidden up there, but apparently, yeah. Let's make sure we put this here. Gotta make sure I clear those when I do actually get rid of them too. That's not how I get in here, then how do? I was really thinking it was going to be this. Do I have to go into the jagged forest to... Like, do I have to go down here and then up into this and then open these two? Because, yeah, I really thought it was going to be this area. It looked like it was leading into it. This was just blocked. But I guess not? And I can't do that one until... She said come back later. Yeah, there was a character there. I forget their name actually. It's one of the ones that's hanging out with Manzel. I mean, maybe we do have to just go back to the jagged forest and at least find like a map. And then Con. There's... God, the map here is so like nonsensical and confusing because it's 2 layers. Maybe we can do something over there? I don't know. Like, this looks like it might go somewhere, but it could just be a wall. And I feel like given the fact that it looks like that, it probably is a wall, but it could lead over here. I think we have to go to the jagged forests. Which is quite a hike from where I am right now. Is there anything else I could do instead? What's this? Why couldn't I get up here? There's also this. Don't know what that's about. I did just go over here though, to the birthplace, so I'm going to assume no, there's nothing I can do over there. Possibly an incorrect assumption. The Mudfalls maybe? There is quite a bit at the Mudfalls to do. Let's go back to the Mudfalls, screw it. Because yeah, can't do anything here. Let's make sure we mark everything appropriately. We might have to go to that other area. It's, you know, we're at that part where we have to find out the Metroidvania maze that's going on with, you can't enter it this way because that's a one-way wall. So you've got to come from a different way. Here looks good. To me, it looks like there's a lot of stuff that maybe is hidden up here. I'm actually recording this shortly before I stream tonight because I am trying to get a little bit of a handle on schedule and things again, and I do feel good today. I had good sleep. My meds are working, so I'm like, get as much recording as you can done right now. Oh yeah, these enemies die in like 1 hit. Because this was an early area I just never came back to with my new powers. Okay, well, let's make sure we do as much as we can here. This weapon does still swing just uber slowly. Ooh, okay, well, there's something up there. For sure. The problem is, I don't know if I can actually do anything with it right now. Wait, what is this? It's an elevator? Why does it say these two areas don't connect to each other, too? That's weird. Well, I can get up here now. That is unfortunately just an item. And a lump of hands. Wonderful. Couldn't tell if there was anything interesting over there. Are you a hunt point? No, but you're something I haven't gotten the ability from completely, I think. Okay, well, this is new stuff, so might as well check it out. Up, 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 up. Ooh, there's a Mara strand in there. Whoa, that I will take. Yeah, I think I was supposed to come back here, like, way earlier. The enemies are very weak, and the platforming challenges seem like they don't have some of my abilities in mind, maybe. Okay. It'll just take me right through there. Whoop. That was the wrong one. That was incorrect. I was trying to grab this one down here. Thank you. Okay, well, it definitely wants me to have, like, wall cling. It might not need, like, my far range dash. The other things, for sure. It's probably just gonna be for, like, that and an item. Maybe. This looks like a weirdly important structure for it not to do anything. But whatever. That has like a weird seam that I thought was gonna break. What's going on with the map here? Like I can walk into the areas... Like it almost feels like the map is unfinished here a little bit. Because I can walk into the areas that... I guess that's what this is for? No, that's not what this is for. Yeah, I can walk into the areas that are just total darkness on the map. It's like the map in some of these spots just aren't finished. And then it says I can... Oh, that's this way. Never mind, not that way I was going. No, never mind. I was supposed to be able to drop there. It's not something like this, right? No. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's just hidden. Okay. I was just standing in the wrong spot. I was like, do I need the ability to like swim through that? But no. Homing droplet. Ooh, that upgraded is nice. Because I do use that one a fair bit, and it does okay damage, all things considered. Weird. Where is this leading down to? It's leading right into Dregberg, it looks like. This also looks like this is a dead end, so let's go over here first. Okay, I was pretty sure those enemies were gonna get up, and sure enough. Is that what your power does? You just create spikes? Wouldn't be surprised. Actually, I do think I have that one. Thanks for the splinter. That is a very large skeleton. No. Oh, it sucks you can't, like, you know, get them to come out early. It would be kind of cool if you could, grasp them out of the ground. As like a, I know you're there kind of thing. To get them. Ooh, this is another one of these. So I need my graboid hand. To get that. Or the ability to stand on spikes. I'm not sure which one, but I think it's the graboid hand. Because that was in the first Grime. Hello. Yep. Dead. Cute though. Very adorable. Forged Little's chest, hands, and legs. Full set. Damage taken doubled. They thought an armor made of littles would protect them from the forged. It only made them angrier. Yeah, make armor out of our children. Yeah, that'll go well for you. That won't piss your enemy off at all. I mean, I'm one to talk, having murdered one of them, but still. So the littles are the funny equipment for challenge runs and stuff. Surprised it's just damage taken doubled in general. Instead of like just against forged or something, since that would make more sense, but it's probably they just wanted an excuse to put in a challenge armor like that. So. Okay. There's another one up there? How does that work? I hope this path leads over there. Otherwise, I do not know how to get to it. Doesn't look like it's going to. I mean, it could loop around this way and go up. We'll see. Or it's a hidden wall, cheekily hidden somewhere. Could be either. Nothing, nothing. Also nothing. Also nothing. Big jump. This looks like a boss arena, even though I know it's not. Rust fists. Ooh, scales with health. Basic attacks apply stacks of star rust on enemies. Upon reaching maximum stacks, a damage over time effect is applied. Scales with health? Special attack launches a projectile that damages and applies stacks of star rust. Do you notice that the rusting mud doesn't develop any sharp spikes until after it came into contact with breath? It is trying to be something else. That is an interesting build. Really interesting. You don't often get weapons that scale with health for obvious reasons, because usually it's pretty busted. Oh my god, they're very fast too. Okay. Ooh, and that's like a diagonal punch too. That's quite nice. Huh, that is a potentially very, very interesting weapon. Like, you don't get stuff that scales with health a lot, but that would be a kind of fun one to run, I think. It's a consideration for potential new equipment, I think. Hello. I kind of thought that was going to hit you too. It did not. There you go. Wait, is that a big one? I haven't fully assimilated you yet. Hello. Give me that. Yeah, so that's not how you get up there. How do you? There's gotta be like a breakable wall or something somewhere that allows you access to that. It's just hard for me to tell where exactly that is. Weird. Like I said though, those fists sound phenomenal. Like, they sound really, really strong. Yeah. I wish I could see more information about up there. It doesn't look like it's there. Let's see. Do we get any more information about it? Unfortunately, you can't like make the camera pan up like you can in a lot of other games. Looks like it's maybe starts from like right here, possibly. I would guess like here or here, but I think I've tried that area before. Weird, because it does exist. I just don't know how to get over there. Maybe that wall above that thing that I just went, you know, away from. There's nothing there. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, out we go. I haven't fully checked this. Doesn't look like there's anything. Okay. Sure we get that. Good. There's a little something hanging out here too. Okay, I mean Found some things. I guess there's another area like that I couldn't figure out, very similar to this one. There's not like a blink ability, is there? It'd be cool if so. I'm not sure there is. But let's go check out the rest of Manzil's zone over here. I do still really love those weapons that I got, those fists. Because since they scale with HP, just get like pretty good amount of damage, put like all of your points into HP and maybe some into pliability, and you'll just be unkillable for the most part. Alright, what does this get me to? Not much of anything. Not much of anything. What about here? Is this the area I went up before? I feel like it is. Yeah, I think this is that one I just did. Okay. I do feel like there's some more stuff hidden at Manzil's little home over here, though. We just have to find it. Yeah, because there's obviously stuff inside, too. Although maybe that's just like reflecting the outside. I'm not sure. Like I said, the map can be a little bit difficult to parse at times in this, and in some parts it feels unfinished. I feel like I had the same complaint in Grime 1, though. But maybe I'm just reading it wrong, or there's something I'm not getting about it. To be fair. Okay, we can definitely climb up higher here. Oh, just barely. Alright, again. And let's do this. Make sure we grab that. God, how high does this go? Whew. Luckily that was the end, jeez. Not know how long I was going to be able to keep that up. Wait, what? You're joking. I've never been up here before. Are we sure this isn't a breakable? No? Huh. Wow. I could make that. Like, I was able to climb up there. Maybe you come out from this way? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's like an exit and I just wasn't supposed to go up that way. That's the only assumption I can make there. Let's try... Don't think that's going to work. No, don't quite have the distance for it. Okay. And there's nothing over here. Oh god. Did not realize that was a drop. That aggressive of a drop, even. Whoop. Wait, there's something over there. Oh, so close. Oh, that feels doable. I'm wondering if I should just, instead of doing that big jump and just kind of sliding off, if I should just do like a jump off and then dash, and maybe that will give me the height needed to grab that thing instead. Ooh, nope. We need a little bit more height. It is definitely something, though. It's almost like I need a sprint. Oh, wait. What in the world was that was just popping up? I don't know what that weirdness is with stuff just, like, randomly popping up on the screen. Yeah, this feels like my best bet for getting over there. Like, jumping down from there... There's just too much distance. I don't think it would get me close. Only other thing I could think of is if we go up a little bit higher, try to take it from there. We can give it a shot. Let's give it a go. So we drop here, then go here. Does that help at all? Not really, because I can't stand on that back platform. Nope, it's not gonna work. Yeah, I mean, best thing I can do is something like this? Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay, up. Okay, yeah, that definitely needed the little... that thing. All that for a lump of hands? Oh. Okay, it does look like there was something over here. Whoop, there it is. Is that a... not even... oh, wait, I can. Okay, I thought it was something was blocking it, but no. Okay, so maybe the lump of hands isn't the best prey here. Ooh. That's pretty good prey. Thank you. That's worthwhile. Yep, and then we fall. Okay, I mean, I got something. There's clearly something here. I think that's most. I mean, there's more stuff here, and there's like some stuff over here. Let's just keep looking around this area. Like I said, it's... ooh. Oh, that was cheeky. Okay. What does this do? Is this just a shortcut to... oh my god, it is. You can just get in here without actually having to go into the door. Weird. This whole area is set up kind of odd, in my opinion. And there's nothing to do here. No cheeky little hidden platform at this spot. And I can't really see anything up there. We can kind of see the hint of an edge. I have been moving through these areas so quickly that I think sometimes I've just missed stuff because I'm moving too fast. I'm just gonna scoot past all of you if you don't mind. Ow. You're annoying. Oop. Give me this. Overgrown blob. Yeah, I mean, I can't expect, like, amazing things from coming back to such an early game zone. Okay, that was not quite what I expected. Uh-huh. Whoa. This is a weird interaction there. That's not gonna work. That doesn't feel super doable right now, just because I can't do that and then get back up there. So that might be a higher jump needed or something. Because I don't think I can... yeah, I'm not grasping into that, so I can't do my little travel up the wall thing. And there's none of those on the wall down here. Okay. Up this way then. At least we're getting some stuff. That I can be happy about. We're collecting a handful of things. Hello? Is there a reason to... oh, yeah. The signs. Forgot they did that with the, half-made. Whoops. Not mean to take all of that damage. Something happened down there, I don't know what. But something. Is it this? Ah, there we go. Cool. That's just, XP it looks like? Just 100. It's something, though. Alright, we've got some things out of this. At least this wasn't a complete waste of time, this trip over here. There we go. Still hearing heartbeat. Okay, and then there's... a little something... does that get me high enough? No. A little something over here. I have this marked. quite have the height for that. Guess I need to go this way. Because I have a lot of jump higher markers over here that I would like to see about. Okay, up. Ooh, one of these where I need to destroy you. And get in. Oh. Okay, so this is not a jump higher, this is a... yeah. Noted. Hopefully this is also not one of those. Or hopefully it isn't one of those, rather. Okay, I could get up here. Nice. This is probably just for another item upgrade for me. Wait, does doing that refund your dash? No, it doesn't. I thought it did for a second. But no dice. Dash refunds are very, very important to know for platforming reasons. Good. Okay, this is a... yeah. Okay, yeah, this is a pretty simple one with my current abilities. Just a bunch of crumbling platforms. Just not a lot of land to stand on, so you gotta be really careful with your movement, because if I touch those spikes, I'm going back far. But we made it. No hidden wall. None of the sort. Okay. Trying to just make sure I don't do something stupid, but there we go. So what is this? Oh, one of these shitheads. Looks like I could have run into this one way earlier too. Ow. I'm gonna heal, I'm not dying to you. Yeah, eat that. That is an attack I can block, I think. Ow. Big punch. Oh, and that was one of the galloping ones. They have better stuff. Okay. Got another drop bot container. Nice. I also have enough XP to level up now. Okay, well that was a very worthwhile reward for that. I will take it. Wait, did that have a little... doesn't it look like you can get in there? I think that's just a glitched wall texture. But it looks like it's a little alcove you could squeeze in and there would be like a little item. So I was hopeful for a second. Oh, hey. Did I think I've gotten your mold, yeah. Oh. Sorry. Didn't realize that was there. Yeah, we've got all of these dorks handled. Goodbye. Well, that kind of fudged my other attack there. Ooh, my arm's falling asleep. My arm is definitely falling asleep. Don't do that, arm. I need you. I'm probably dying. It's fine. Nothing there? Really? Thought it would have been something. There's this big open area right here, and I'm curious about it, but I don't really have a good way to get up higher. Some of these areas almost feel like this game will give you a shine spark, but I'm not sure. Or, you know, big horizontal or vertical dash that lets you do some crazy stuff. That I don't think I can do. If there is even anything up there. Might be this area over here that I have marked. You might be able to come down to... Like, that might be the exit that you take after grabbing that item. Yes, please. Well, I can definitely get that. A tuning bow. Isn't that the one I could buy from the shop? Yeah, I swear it is. Did I already have one? Didn't I get it? Or did I not get it? I don't think I did. Maybe I was thinking about it, but I didn't. Attunement increases damage dealt by formless traits such as parry and bursting dash. Oh, so it's just a bow that scales with parrying. That's interesting. Very interesting. So just a bow where you sit there and pelt them with stuff, but then if they get close, you just destroy them. I'm guessing I need a breath crown or something for this, but I can't interact with it right now. Maybe that's the ability that I need at some point. Or I beat a boss or something and it gets rid of that. That's another hypothesis that could be true. Let's look around just a wee bit more. What is this over here? I have a... That? I had a sparkly setup. Yeah, this is what it was talking about. I thought it was going to be on the floor. Okay, get rid of those. Interesting. Whoops. Okay. Be careful, they are still spikes. It's not just like vines. There you go. Oh, I needed to destroy that. Okay, there's a specific order of operations to follow here. Whoop. Okay. Smack. Boom. Make sure you do a big jump. 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 Just a neutral dash. Smash. Hit the wall. There we go. God, yeah. The platforming is getting in-depth here. I can definitely see people getting frustrated by all the platforming if they're just here for the combat. Which is kind of, you know, a tale as old as time as far as Metroidvanias go. You have people that mostly want it for the combat, and you have people that mostly want it for the, possibly for, like, the platforming and exploration, and when one of those is too hard, people can easily get frustrated with it. Kind of like people in Hollow Knight, where they're like, oh, I hated the, like, you know, true ending or whatever, because you have to do, like, Radiant Palace and all that. And Hollow Knight admittedly does not prepare you for the platforming challenge of Radiant Palace, if I'm going to be honest. Platforming up until that point isn't a huge deal. Like, you have to do some of it, but it's not as precision as Radiant Palace is. This was a secret. Bonk. Bonk. I said bonk. Jesus. Oh my god, why did it take so many hits? Okay. Maybe there's something to do with, like, my attack wasn't doing as many hits as it normally would. Or my force was low, so I wasn't doing as much damage as I should be. Because I'm still not sure if it's amount of hits or damage. Like, do those little barriers actually have, like, a health bar that you need to deplete? I'm not positive. I am going to have to wrap this up soon, but we've got a good amount of work done here. This is a wall. What does this say, though? The first is the best. This is the truth that is being denied. Denied by hypocrites who worship the first artist and are governed by the literal first of their kind. Yet they scorn Mara's first work of art, and in favor of tiny trees with tiny faces no less. Meanwhile, the mountains are big, biggest art of all. In this, Mara tells us that to be big is to be the best. We must grind down their clay, we must cover ourselves, we must thicken the body and grow bigger. Yeah, that's the faceless that love Mara's mountains. Oh my. Yeah, I admittedly do not know how I could potentially go about tackling that. Is that not working? Huh. I really thought that would be working, but yeah, I don't think that's something I can do right now either. Okay, so before I forget and we end this episode, I just want to go to town and see what my drop bot loot box gives me. Can also spend my point, I guess. How much would that increase it? 1.3? Cancel that. Let's just put it into pliability instead. It's nearly just as much. It's like slightly lower, and it increases my parry damage. I kind of want to get strength to 18 just because it looks nicer. But it's not super needed. Warp me to... Con, specifically over here. Alright, and I think the drop bot thing is right around this area. So we should be good. Should be a pretty quick trip. I think it's this merchant right here.
Night.
Open drop bot. I have a galloping one. Tells me how many are left too. So there's one of the open runner, and there's 5 skittering. And I got a beast bow. Fire a short range spread of projectiles. Quickly fires additional waves for each available weapon charge. Okay. So just a big slow bow, like a Dragon Slayer great bow. That's pretty slow. Not terrible though. It just doesn't feel like the kind of game for a bow, but I would be willing to give it a try sometime. I still think these and this sound the most interesting. Like, these do way more damage, which I guess is because of my strength scaling, whereas with this one, I don't have any dex, so that's why its damage is so low. But, yeah. Give me my weapon back. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done here for the most part. What was up here that I may want? Because I have... Oh, yeah, that's just destroy that platform. Well, I've got that item now. Charging javelin. I think I could have gotten that way earlier, actually. You're just the one that gives me chromas for my outfits, but I kind of don't like the colors. And this, I need to be able to jump way higher to get. This thing over here, did I check this out, though? Because that looks like one of the things I think I did recently, and it still doesn't work. I'll go give it another look-see, just in case I missed something stupid. Or I came here before I had that ability. No, we can super do that now. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad I checked. Good. Heart of a traveler? Sizable piece of a smith's breath heart. When breath is fed into an already smith-like husk, it will first create mobility. It does this by spreading vines of breath that quickly mend the body as movement cracks it, slowly draining it. Finally, the remaining breath coalesces into a consciousness, which will begin storing thoughts and memories. The breath is then addled with it. That's got to be like a quest item, right? Oop, there is something up there. That might be a grasp one, actually. Okay, what's in here, though? Whoop. Ceiling. That works. I wonder if that attack actually does damage if you hit an enemy with it. Like if you do the power jump into them. Oh, that is a wall. Yeah, that's a wall. Okay, so it's blocked from this side. Make sure we mark that. Oh, I guess I can just fall down from here to get that item. Ooh. What about that, though? Uh-huh. Oop. Okay, that feels doable. Oof. That's quite an area. Quite an area. Uh-huh. Ah, you can almost make it. Got to be something wrong with the order of operations I'm doing. I wonder if I could... That works. Down, please. There we go. Well, I got that item. And that is a force increase, which is very needed. My god. Okay. And yeah, nothing I can really do with that. I've got to reset the whole thing to get back up there again. God, yeah, there's a lot of really nice force increases I can pick up around the map now. And it's just you get one, and then that's like, yep, you got it. You don't have to get, like, pieces or anything. Which is very nice. Get rid of you. Okay. Over here. Please, accept our sincerest apologies, First Sith Malik. We dug all around the monster's sword and have determined that there is nothing we can do to free the Mountain-born. The sword, it grew roots, entrenching itself into the rocks. Roots we cannot cut, and will attack us if we were to try. I would wager the same is happening inside the body of the Mountain-born itself. I believe it is too late to do anything for them. If you care for the creature, our recommendation would be to focus on easing their suffering. In the event of our failure, our master instructed us to accept no more than half the agreed payment. Signed by the Travelers Guild. Vines we can't destroy. Seems like these walls and stuff that I've seen. So maybe that's something. And there's a little something up here, it looks like, maybe. What is this? You can kind of see it. Yeah, okay, I didn't do this. I think I saw this and then forgot about it, admittedly. Hello? Oh my god, how many secret areas are over here? Jesus, I'm not getting past that. No way, no how. Okay. Well, I'm guessing this is go up here. Whole lot of hidden walls in this area, god. This is like the Great Hollow, which is the one with like a ton of illusory / breakable walls in Dark Souls. Oh. I can't do that. This is like spikes again. I mean... Yeah, we can try to go over here, but... It really feels like... Ooh. Well, that'll get me through. Wait a minute. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, this'll get me through. This is all about just... Oh, God. I swear I was holding the power there, but I might have let off the stick for, like, a split second. You've got to really make sure you hold that stick and it's in the right direction when doing this, or you will die. That was, like, probably the last one, too. What is happening there? That's the second time I've done that, and maybe I've got to hold this stick a very specific direction because it's at like a weird angle. But that's weird because it's working fine everywhere else. It's just that one spot that it's like sending me straight into the spikes. Yeah, it's like popping me out prematurely. Why is it doing that? At that one only. As far as I can tell, I'm not doing anything different than any of the other areas. So, I don't know why it would be, because it works fine there, and that's like basically the same setup. Is that? No, there's no reason to go that way. I was like, maybe it wants you to do like a full loop or something. What is going on there? Very weird. Because I can clearly do it. I'm doing it in every other single part of this. It's just this part. There we go. Okay, yeah, I guess it was just something weird I was doing, some sort of input error there, because that time it worked. I don't know what I was doing differently than the other spots, but I was a little bit scared there. God, that was a long section. Jeez. It seems to be thinking that there's still something there, but I don't think there is. Skittering drop pot container. That was my reward for that. Yeah, we just got to do a ton of stuff. I guess this still needs to be here, because that didn't actually connect up to there. That really feels like I also need... Here I was hoping to do like a shorter episode for this, but now look at me. We've been going. Like, if I could find one of those in a spot that would allow me to get up to those spikes without a turn, it would be possible. But I just don't see a way to do so, and there's obviously a huge amount of spikes right there. Like, yeah, if there was a, grapple point there, I would be able to do it. But yeah, I don't think this is possible right now, unless there's something I missed along the way that would have helped me. But alright, I mean, we need to end this video anyway. 47 minutes. It's gotta go. Can I just... Thanks. Yeah. And then we just go over here. And maybe we can drop and see something. Well, that gets me up onto this side of this. Maybe... Maybe... Oh, wait, no, I remember now. That's not something I can utilize either. Okay. Well, like I said, let's get the hell out of Dodge here. See what we can do next time. But yeah, I'm just gonna head to the save point and, you know, save. Do we have a trait point actually? We have 4. Okay. Let me spin those and then we will end. Oh yeah, and open my drop pot. I almost forgot.
Night.
Hello. Yeah, I got one. It's a skittering one. Breathmark times 2. Should probably look into upgrading my breathmark too. Yeah, it's probably a good call. Okay, let's go to Manzil's while I'm thinking about it, because I don't want to get into a situation where I forget to upgrade them and be kind of screwed. Like, get into a hard boss fight that I'm struggling with and I don't have the upgrades I need and stuff. So, let's just go in here and upgrade while I'm thinking about it, and I'll just upgrade the one I'm currently using. It is the most boring one, but it also feels like the best one, admittedly. I believe it was these two that do it. Trade? Oh, they have this stuff. Through a delay, throws back surrounding enemies, launching projectiles and objects with greater force. Alveoli. Crush to instantly restore force to full. Throw a spear on hit, prime an enemy to grant additional breath on death. Priming an enemy increases the amount of breath gained. Protective field, reducing the amount of damage taken for a moderate duration. Those might be useful. They're pretty cheap too. Sure, give me those. Yeah, there's just some items you just have to buy from them. I will enhance. So, you can heal without having a full charge, but for a lower amount. Health regeneration is slower, but paint generation is increased significantly. Cast time is greatly reduced, immediately granting paint, but restoring less health. No, I think I'm on Manzils. Yeah, let's upgrade Manzils. At least once. Maybe I'll save the other ones. Changing breath crowns removes all held breath. This would make it 20% more effective again. I mean, currently it nearly fully heals me, so I don't really need to worry about how much it's healing right now. Maybe if I do the HP build instead, but for now, this is fine. And we got a new mold, the defense sigils, that's cool. Alrighty. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.